welcome. Thank you for being here. Welcome to my subscribers. Welcome to new folks. And thank you for joining today and watching. Today is a fun and just really nice video to do. I am collaborating with my friend Giselle at GB Fragrances. She and I have really similar tastes in perfume. She's like my scent sister. And so we realized that and thought it would be great to do a collaboration on our classiest, sexiest, and freshest fragrances. And we have 3 in each of those categories. I know both of us have more than that, more than 3 for each of those, but we were going to pick maybe our top 3 that you all might like. But please go visit her channel because she and I are very similar in our taste. So I think you would enjoy her. So to start with, in the classy realm, I have 3 that I definitely think fit that bill. And to start with, this is a somewhat new acquisition. This is Sisley Eau de Soir. And this one is so gorgeous outside of how beautiful the bottle is. So let me let you see how beautiful this cap is right there. But let me go over the notes really quick. We have mandarin orange, we have grapefruit, we have rose, jasmine, ylang ylang, some amber, some patchouli. And it's just so, it has so much ambiance to it. I don't even know really another word for it. When you spray this, it just fills up your space. It can almost fill up a room. It is so elegant. That is always the word that I think of when I pull this fragrance out, when I look at it. When I saw it before I purchased it, I always had an idea that this was such a classy, beautiful perfume just from the packaging, from the bottle, and it did not disappoint. It's just a bit, I don't know if animalic is the word for it. It just has a bit of a balsamic vibe to it, but this here has incredible longevity, incredible projection. It is one of the most stunning fragrances that I have. And originally, I wouldn't have ever picked this just based on the scent itself. It had to grow on me for a really quick second. And once it kind of dissipated and broke into the true fragrance that it is, I just absolutely love this one. So in terms of classy fragrances, for me, this is up there. This is number 1. This is Sisley Eau de Soir. So beautiful. Love this one. Coming up on number 2 for classy fragrances, I have a classic here. This is Hanamori. And I have had this for some years now, but this has always been one of the classiest, most, to me, just kind of a sophisticated but still easygoing type of perfume. And the notes in this one, you have strawberries, blackberries, you have almond, peony, rosewood, cedar, sandalwood. There's quite a bit going on in this one, but it is so beautiful. And it's a little bit sweet. It's more than a little bit sweet, but it's not a candy or foodie kind of sweet. This one is just, it's elegant and sweet, kind of sewn up together. I think this is so beautiful, and probably there are a decent number of you who already have this one because this one has been around for quite some time now. It is so gorgeous. So Hanamori is my number 2 classy perfume. Next up, the number 3 classiest perfume that I have that I want to share with you all is Miss Dior. This is Eau de Parfum. This is rich. It is strong. It has a little bit of sweetness to it, but it just has such a presence, and it is just, Miss Dior is iconic within itself, right? So going over the notes for this one, we have rose, we have bergamot, rosewood, pink pepper. It can be a little bit strong, but it's just very pretty. It is, I don't know truly the word for it because sometimes it can be a little bit overwhelming if you spray too much, but it is just, to me, what a woman smells like. It is truly feminine in every sense of the word. I don't imagine in our era of unisex fragrances and, you know, men who will wear female fragrances, which is great. This one is pure woman. I can't see this kind of crossing boundaries. So Miss Dior Eau de Parfum, and I believe this is the 2017 version. It is so, so beautiful, and I do need to wear this a little bit more because I haven't been wearing it that often because I have a lot of perfume. But this is so, so pretty and so, so stunning. Miss Dior by Christian Dior Eau de Parfum. Very, very pretty. So moving into the sexy category, interestingly enough, all of the ones I have for this category are in black bottles. I didn't plan it that way, but it just turned out that way. So the very first one is another Sisley. This is Eau de Soir d'Orient. This right here will kind of knock your socks off when you first apply it. So going through the notes with this one, they're very diverse, very different. We have saffron, something called Iran galbanum, and I'm not quite sure what that is. We have Turkish rose, bergamot, black pepper, geranium, incense, patchouli, sandalwood. It is a true mix here. And for me, when I first sprayed this, it was incredibly potent. It was a little bit overwhelming, but when it settled down and I had time to take it in and gave it its moment, it is beautiful. Because it was one of those times I was just sitting and it had been a couple of hours and I had forgotten what I had sprayed. And this kind of wafted up and I'm like, what is that? And I was like, oh, that's right. That's the Soir d'Orient. It is gorgeous. This is one where I feel you definitely need to give it time to dry down, and then you're going to get the full beauty of this one. It is so, so sexy. It is one of those like serious date night fragrances. He will ask you, or she will ask you, what are you wearing? It is that, it just embraces a room. It embraces your space. This one right here is serious. So let me reiterate, this one right here is very sexy, but it's very womanly. It's very sophisticated at the same time. This is not a young fragrance. Teenagers, absolutely not. I just don't see it. But very grown woman fragrance friendly. So yeah, Eau de Soir d'Orient, very, very sexy perfume. Next, I have a truly sexy perfume that is just so gorgeous. This is Oud Satin Mood by MFK. I love this one. This is one of my very favorites. It's a little bit sweet. It has a little bit of spice to it. It has incredible longevity. It is so beautiful. And the notes in this one, we have violet accord, rose, rose absolute, benzoin, amber. There's vanilla. Absolutely one of my favorites, and it is sexy beyond a shadow of a doubt. And I do know that some men do wear this. I know some who have this and they love it just as much as I do. It is gorgeous. It is sexy. This is not a go to the supermarket kind of perfume at all. It's not go to the mall. This is going out to a really special occasion, dinner, going to the ballet, going to a play. This is this right here. And anyone who is close enough, they will probably ask you what you're wearing because it is gorgeous. So MFK Oud Satin Mood is a very sexy perfume. Sexy perfume number 2 of 3. Number 3, I have talked about in my last video, but it is new to me, so I gotta pull up the Tom Ford Noir Parfum. It is a new discovery for me, but it is absolutely sexy because it has a sweetness, it has a spiciness to it. The notes in this one, you have, let me see here, we have ginger bitter orange, mandarin orange, vanilla amber, sandalwood, there's bergamot, there's kulfi, which is an Indian dessert. We have rose, orange blossom, jasmine, just a myriad of notes in this one, and they come together so beautifully. It is definitely a sexy scent. Just playing around, I've already mixed this with some vanilla, and it was just so beautiful. But on its own, this is gorgeous. So many of you already know about this one. I love it, and it is definitely sexy. When I smell this, when I look at this bottle, it's just sexy, period. So this falls into number 3 from the sexy category. So moving on into the fresh perfumes, I have quite a few, and I was surprised about that because I tend to be the sweet the Gourmand perfume person, but I have a few, and even though they are fresh, there might be a little bit of sweetness to them, but overall they tend to be clean and fresh. And one of the first ones I want to talk about, this is Tocca Giulietta. This up front smells like Caress soap. It has, you know, a variety of notes in it, but if you wanted to describe this to someone, that is probably what you would say, that you smell like a bar of soap. So the notes in here, you have pink tulips, fresh green apples, sweet vanilla accord, and those are the main notes that you have in here. To me, this is a bit aquatic. It's just incredibly fresh. It is incredibly long lasting. It has a beautiful projection. And to me, I always say that this is the kind of perfume that if you can't think of what to wear and you don't ever want to offend anyone, or if you haven't had full time to freshen up like you want to after work, if you put this on, it's going to uplift your spirits and you're just going to smell fresh and clean. And I'm pretty sure somebody would probably comment on how pretty you smell. So Tocca Giulietta is definitely fresh, definitely more clean than most of my fragrances, but it's just really, really pretty. And I think the freshness of the apple, the sweetness of it gives it just that little bit touch of sugar note to it, just a touch. But overall, you're going to get a really fresh, soapy kind of perfume. I love that one. Number 2 in the fresh category, we have White Peacock Lily. This is by DS and Durga. This is a fairly new acquisition, and there are quite a few notes in here. I'll go over a few of them. Grapefruit, white lily, Egyptian jasmine, violet. They're watery notes. Whipped cream is a note, ambrette, vanilla, oleander. It is so, so pretty. And when I first sprayed this one, it reminded me of Serge Lutens, the orange blossom one, Fleur d'Oranger, however you say it, the orange one. It smells incredibly like that upon the first spray. So yeah, White Peacock Lily by DS and Durga. I love this one, and it great longevity, great projection, very, very pretty. It has a little bit of maturity to it, but it's still what I would consider a fresher, clean fragrance when compared to most of the fragrances that I do have. And I think the watery notes kind of do that. So yeah, DS and Durga, White Peacock Lily, very, very, very pretty. And bringing up the rear here, last but certainly not least, as we always say, this is Phoebe Peacock's Water Blossom. This is truly, truly fresh. And they actually have the notes here on the back, and I'll read them. You have pink pepper, satsuma, you have water lily, honeysuckle, green tea, ozonic notes. Very, very fresh. These notes blend together so well. The honeysuckle gives it a bit of sweetness. The green tea and ozonic notes are what give you like the truly fresh like vibe that you're getting from this. This is so, so pretty. It actually can kind of roll into kind of an elegant category as well. It's gorgeous. So this is a fairly new one, Water Blossom by Phoebe Peacock. I really like that one for a fresher perfume. So those are my 9 choices in the classy, sexy, fresh category. I hope you like those or find some of those interesting. And again, please check out Giselle at GB Fragrances. So you guys take care. Thank you so much for watching. Comment down below. Let me know what category you kind of fall into personality wise. Do you like the classier ones, the sexier ones, the fresh ones? I know sometimes based on, you know, occasions, we tend to pick, you know, based on where we might be going. But overall, I tend to like sweet and classy. Yeah, those are kind of my 2. But let me know, and you all take care, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.